What's up guys, Sarus here, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now I've been wanting to play this for a long time. I've kept myself from not playing this because I want to play it for the channel. This game is absolutely phenomenal. I think it's fantastic. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never... Oh god, this game. I have seen other YouTubers play this, and to be fair, it's been like over a year since I've seen any playthroughs of it. But I will say the first YouTuber I ever watched play this was Markiplier. I don't always like calling people by their YouTube names or the nicknames, because I feel like that's something you should do if you're like a really devoted fan, or if you're like buddy with them. I'm not. I don't know any YouTubers out there. I've met like one online, and I played a game with him for an hour. And, you know, I just feel more comfortable calling people by their first names, I guess. I don't know, but I saw Mark play this, and it was a fantastic game. The endings are absolutely hilarious. I just think this is going to be a phenomenal game to play. I can't wait. It's taking forever to load. Thank you.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, thank you. My name is Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Right.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Oh, I see.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Oh my.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, there's one ending I'm gonna get out of the way.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Yep. And that's the first ending you can get. Okay, so there's like, I want to say there's 7 different endings you can get to this game. I don't know if we're going to get to them all. Okay, 79. Okay, there is one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door.
Sarah, what are you doing here?
I would say
Get out of
that's
here.
the kind of
Go.
that warrants recognition.
Go get a snack. Go on.
I have to to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Oh, dear Christ. I'm gonna keep doing this. Okay.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
What? 417? Where the fuck is 417? Where's 417? 25. 417.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Oh dear, please tell me this is going to at least give me my achievement, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, 4-3... There is no 437. Oh, there it is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Okay, we're going to go to door 415 and give it about 10 clicks. Okay, 416, 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Damn you! What is going on? Oh, he's going to send me onto a wild goose chase and I'm going to end up, like, killing someone.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
What's a copy machine? I'm a millennial there, kiddo.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, dear God. If this is an absolute waste of time, I'm going to kill you.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Wait, what? 418? How?
Yes!
Wait.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Okay, this...
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
I feel like I might have to kill you. Is there a copy machine in here? I could just click. Apparently not. Damn it. I gotta go all the way back. Fuck! Spit on myself.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
I don't know. Now what? I guess I'm just gonna... What do I do now? I guess I just keep walking around trying to figure out where the fuck I have to go?
When Stanley
hello.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'll enter the door on my left. I'll do what the narrator wants me to do. And then I'm gonna do the complete opposite and fuck him over. Okay,
Yet there was not a single person here either.
tips for not
Feeling
getting
a wave
fired.
of disbelief,
Talk less,
Stanley
do
decided to go up
unbelievably
to his
amazing
boss's
work.
office, hoping
All
he
the time.
might find
Hey,
an answer
how
there.
to solve your coworker. Let ball up inside you. Take it up passive aggressively onto the coworkers. Reset coworkers for not support. Oh dear Christ. And I know this is kind of what I think the same guys that made Dr. Lancaster's like something with the tiger gem. The game I played last year. I know that they made this one first. I think it was the same people. So oh, hello.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
Nope.
Just an empty broom closet.
Nope.
No reason to still be here.
Nope. I'm gonna stay right here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Not gonna cuss, huh? Alright.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes, I am.
Standing around doing nothing?
Yep.
Why?
Because I want to.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Nope.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I am not! Not addicted.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I want to see what happens if I stay here. Okay, I think that's it.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence
sons
in a
of
single
bitches.
moment
This is
for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
It's changing! I see the changes.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Of course.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Okay.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
Of course.
I am normal.
No, you're not.
Everything will be fine.
Nope.
I am okay.
Nope. I knew it. Son of a bitch.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real.
Oh, it's all
I must
going
be
red
real.
now.
I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow. That was nice. Okay.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Oh, that means I have to actually go see my boss now.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I don't care.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's over here? Executive's bathroom. Aw, but I would love to see what the executive's bathroom looks like. Which it's very fancy. Is there anything else I can open? Hello. Nope, 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 nope.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Wait a minute. 12B4. No? Alright.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Fuck yeah.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I'm trying! It's not letting me do anything. I need to turn the... I can't even see what the hell is going on. I need to turn the...
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo. Hey, I tried, okay? I didn't see anything I could put in there. All I see is wine, and honestly, that's about it. I don't know. Fine. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Where is this going to lead me?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, great.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I feel like this is going to be like the Matrix. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen a playthrough of this.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Now I do. Oh, I go this way. Okay. But where is everyone? Oh no! I think you're supposed
This
to
mind
click on
control
something.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Well, I mean, most likely. Hey, that's me! Number 327! Oh, right there! Hey! Hey! Oh, fuck you.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
It's a
Was it
video
even
game,
possible?
so it
Had he
is
truly
possible.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Great.
For he would dismantle the controls once
Mind
and
control,
for
idle,
all.
awaiting input. System power. What now? Hello.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Probably not.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
No,
For it
I
was
don't
not
give two
knowledge
shits.
or even power that he
Oh,
had
that's
been
bright.
seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
Aw, how
it will
pretty.
be his. And that was all he
It's a
needed to know.
bomb!
It was perhaps the only
Are we
thing
in
worth
London? Oh,
knowing.
we're in Cheddar?
Stanley stepped through the open door.
This looks like Cheddar.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay! Okay, well that's all the time we have for today, guys, on this one. I will play more of this next week. I do plan on making this into an actual series. I love this. This is a great series. I've always loved the Stanley Parable. I've always thought it was an incredible game. With its narration, you don't really hear that in a lot of games. This kind of narration, it's hard for a lot of people to do, but the guys that made this were absolutely amazing. But again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this playthrough, if you like my content, if you just like the channel in general, or the video, whatever, maybe even me, just hit that like button, subscribe for more of my videos, share with your friends and family, and as always, I'm Sarus, and I love you guys very much. And I'll talk and play with you in the next episode. Oh, quite short. Bye. Jory. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. All right. Yeah. Okay. Holy shiitake mushrooms! He just gave me $40. Thank you, Jory. I love you. You're awesome. Oh, I'm tired. It's gotta be like 10:30 by now at night. This is like the 4th video I've recorded today. It's Sunday night, by the way, for me. I'm gonna go edit and go to bed.